What is going on, guys? And as you can tell if you've clicked this video, today I'm going to be running you through the best possible Welsh team in FIFA 16. If you like this kind of style of video and you want to see more, be sure to check out the other videos on my channel and make sure you subscribe because I'm a starting up channel, I'm small at the moment. If you want to interact with me, I can speak to you and stuff, and fingers crossed for the best of the future. Now before I get underway as well, I want to make sure that I'm just going to flash up the fallen soldiers of this team, or the honourable mentions. These guys didn't quite make it into the team, but if you guys want to fit them in for other reasons, I'm going to flash them up onto the screen as I'm speaking about other things. So they'll be flashing up now hopefully, and as I'm going to say now, I'm going to be playing a 4 at the back team. Now this might not be the best possible team, you might know a better starting 11 team for this Welsh squad, but I'm going to play 4 at the back because I believe personally a 3 at the back squad might be the best overall, but it's not actually playable in FIFA. You know, it is in some respects, but overall it's not that easy to play. It's better to play 4 at the back. It tends to be more solid in FIFA and everybody knows that. So I'm going to be building a squad that has 4 players at the back. So without any further ado, I'm going to try and make sure I can get this team underway now. Right, so first of all we're going to start with the defence, and then we're going to work up our pitch to the midfield and then do the final 2 attacking players. Right, so first of all we're going to cover the goalkeeper. First up we have Wade Hennessy. Wade Hennessy, I don't know that much about him. I know he plays for Crystal Palace. I think he's actually the second choice goalkeeper. He doesn't actually get much playing time for Crystal Palace. Whether that is because Alan Pardew doesn't like Welsh players. I think he has quite a few in the Crystal Palace squad, actually thinking about it, that he doesn't play. I think there's Williams as well, and there's also Ledley as well, I think now. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong with that, but anyway. Wade Hennessy kept 6 clean sheets in qualifying for the Welsh team, which is not actually bad. I think he actually had some of the best clean sheet rating for any goalkeeper in the European qualifiers. And he's also got 82 kicking, and apparently in the footage comment section somebody said that this is very true because his kicking, all the way as a silver, is very high because he always seems to get the man that he's aiming for with his long kicks. Next up is the left back. I think it's Ben Davies, I'm not sure. He came from Swansea and now he's moved to Tottenham. He's the second choice goalkeeper? No, second choice left back after what's his name, Rose? What's his name? I want to call him Andy Rose. I don't think that's at all right. Anyway, Rose, the left back, and you know, he's apparently, like people have been saying, he's consistent, you know, and he deserves the gold card that he's been upgraded to. I think he was a silver last year, and overall people are just saying that he's consistent. When he plays, he's decent, but he's never amazing. He never has a standout game. He just seems to stay at the same level. James Collins is, as some people will call him, the Ginger Pele. Personally, I've not really seen that much of him at the back line. Every time I see West Ham play, he's not the guy that I focus on. I tend to focus on the maybe attacking side of the players. I always have done when West Ham play, like say this season. Not always, but I've not really seen much of him. But apparently he's solid at the back, but sometimes he's not as good as the other 3 centre-backs, other people are saying. Some people are saying that he should be the 4th choice centre-back at West Ham, and that's behind Tompkins, Ogbonna and also Reed. So a bit of mixed reviews with him. I'm not too sure myself. If you know a bit more, make sure you comment it below. The next centre-back is Ashley Williams. Ashley Williams is the captain of Wales, a total rock. Personally, I'm a bit of a Manchester United fan myself. Like, I say that because I'm not really, I'm more of a football fan than I am biased towards any team. But you know, if I believe Manchester United are wrong for something, I'll say it. If I believe that another team's wrong for something, I'll say it. If I believe another team's right, I'm not too inclined to, you know, start arguments. But anyway, I personally would take this guy at Manchester United, and Manchester United are a top team, and to prove that, you know, I think he could fit in at any top 4 team. And he could do it in the Champions League for him, but he's chose to stay at Swansea, I believe, just for his you know, his staying to his roots and stuff. And a nice little fact about this guy is, back in FIFA 10, I'm going to flash up the card if I can get it, and he had a 64 rated card in FIFA 10, which is madness. It quickly went up, and he's now an 80 rated, but a lot of people think he should even be higher than that. I think he should be much higher, but he's not, so that's that. Next up is the right back. This is Adam Matthews. Now Adam Matthews, not many of you might know this guy. He used to be at Celtic, he's now moved to Sunderland as you can see. But back in FIFA 13, you guys will know this guy because this guy was the suit guy. He had a suit on in his card, and I'm going to flash that up because everybody loved that card. But yeah, this is the suit guy. Overall, his stats don't actually look that bad, and he's a 74 rated. He's a decent card. And he's actually 23 years old, which is a lot younger than I thought he was. And for his rating, apart from him playing at Sunderland, and Sunderland aren't going through the best spell at the moment, but this guy actually looks like a decent right back and could even develop further into being a lot more qualified and better in the few more years. Now we're going to move up into the midfield. This midfield is absolutely delicious. I'm talking the wingers more than the midfielders, but you know what, we're going to just move straight into it. It feels wrong starting with the left mid Ryan Giggs, but we're going to have to anyway. So left mid Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs is 41 years old in real life, and somebody in the foothead comments made quite a good point as well. It turns out that FIFA 15 is the only FIFA so far that has gone without Ryan Giggs. That is the only FIFA because, you know, FIFA 14 he had a card, and then FIFA 16 he's now a legend, so only one FIFA. That's quite an achievement for somebody who's just retired. Another person put quite a funny comment saying 99 Chester, which is totally true. If you don't know what that is, that's a reference to his amazing goal in the FA Cup final, I believe, against Arsenal, where he picks the ball up at the halfway line, just runs through all the defenders that you can see on the pitch from Arsenal, and then just smashes it right into the top like left hand side kind of, over David Seaman I believe in there, and then just rips off his shirt, and then you just see chest hair galore for days, and it's just so much, and it's just so beautiful, and it's just so weird at the same time, but you know, that's the thing. Another thing that I want to cover on this Ryan Giggs card as well is that it's totally wrong. You know, if they're going to do an upgrade, I don't know if they do upgrades to Legends, I don't think they do, but maybe by next FIFA 17, you know, they need to change that this card only has 3-star skill moves and 2-star weak foot. That is completely wrong. Everybody could agree that Ryan Giggs is definitely much better than 3-star skill moves and 2-star weak foot. That's just totally not true. Moving on next, we're going to go to the centre midfielders, and the centre midfielder first or second is Joe Allen and Joe Ledley. We're going to do Joe Allen first now. Joe Allen, somebody made a pretty funny joke about Brendan Rodgers. I'm going to flash that up on screen as I'm speaking now. About his character and stuff. You know, Brendan Rodgers was a big believer in Joe Allen, and as everybody knows from the deluded Brendan account on Twitter, that's a thing. And everybody also knows this guy as the Welsh Shabby. This guy is quite a good technician and stuff, like in football. He's the kind of guy who strings it all together, and he works it well and stuff, and he's the exact player that Wales do need in real life to control and help the midfield in parts of the game. So he's quite a good player, not much more to say on him. We're going to move on now to Joe Ledley. Joe Ledley, as I covered, pretty much is just, you know, he's only there for a reason that I moved another midfielder. As you can tell, there's probably a midfielder missing from this section that you think would be here. But I've moved them up to centre forward. But literally, this guy, he's just decent. There's not much more to him. He's just 74 rated. Looks like a decent card to use if you want to use him. If not, then, you know, that's that. But literally, this guy's foothead comment section is just filled with beard joke after beard joke after beard joke. There's so many beard jokes about this guy. If you want to check him out yourself, go and check him out. I'll try and put the link in the description below if you do. But that's the thing. And then finally, we've got the right mid, Gareth Bale. As I'm speaking through Gareth Bale, I'm also going to flash up like a little video of a bit of something that he's done for Wales internationally, because a lot of people tend to see him playing for Real Madrid, but you know, don't realise how much of an influence this guy is for Wales qualifying. This guy is basically the main reason why Wales have qualified. I think it's the first time in 53 years they've ever qualified for the Euros or any competition or something, so big ups to this guy. I believe he is called and criticised far too much for the job he does, and it shows that he works better somehow where other players would be weaker, and that position is as the only good player in a team. Do you know, like, maybe not good, let's say the only amazing player in a team. He works better than working with other amazing players like Ronaldo and Modric and Benzema and stuff. He seems to work better when it's just him solely, which is quite an odd thing. This guy, literally, I'm going to flash up his cards on screen now. He has the exact same card apart from -1 stat on physical. he literally has the exact same card as his FIFA 15. I'm going to show you the comparison. FIFA 15 and FIFA 16 card, they're genuinely the exact same card. I think the picture might have changed. It's ridiculous that EA just didn't release him with the exact same stats. If anything, he's got better physical after this year. So I know he didn't have the best year last year, but this is just, it makes no sense to me, this. And I think as well, just in real life, I think he's far too much like penalised by his own fans, the Real Madrid fans. I think he's picked on too much, and you know, classed as the fault of like bad games and stuff. And finally, we come to the attacking side of this team. Now, to me, I kind of feel like for some reason that I should have ended with the midfield. I feel like I should have done the defence, attack, and then the midfield, because I feel like the midfield is just so good with those wings on the side. But the person that I've got in centre forward actually shouldn't be there, let's say. He comes out as a centre mid, and this is Aaron Ramsey, but I wanted to put him in the centre forward position because he's got 78 shot, and he's not got the best pace, but they're kind of weak as a striker kind of force, as you can see. But I wanted to put him there, and maybe like he does convert. It would be 2 conversions. You would have to make him from centre mid to centre attacking mid to centre forward. So I shouldn't have maybe put him there, but the option that you can put there is Jonathan Williams, and Jonathan Williams comes out as a centre attacking mid, so that would only be 1 transfer to make him to, like, 1 position change, sorry, to make him into a centre forward. So going by Bateson's rules, this is how I'm doing it, but it would be 2 position changes, but I think it's worth it to get Aaron Ramsey in the team. If you're going to go out and buy Ryan Giggs and Bale to make this team, then you might as well go all out and just get the Aaron Ramsey in centre forward position. So I'm going to go over Aaron Ramsey now. He's got 60, I think it's somewhere around the 60 range. I can't see his card as I'm saying this now, but I think it's in 65 or something. And a lot of people in his comments are saying that his pace is an absolute disgrace. He should have much higher pace, and he should also have much higher defending. This guy, to me, when I've watched him, is an all-round amazing player. He does a lot for Arsenal, and I'm pretty sure a lot of Arsenal fans, if you're watching, would agree that he is an all-round good player. He had a bad season, I believe, like for injuries last season, but actually on stats wise, from minutes played, if you break down his minutes played and then his season before minutes played, I think he should actually be a better card, or stayed the same. But funnily enough, he's actually had a downgrade, and I believe he was 73. I think he was an 83, and I believe he's an 82 now, which is ridiculous. I don't think he should have gone down. He's only 24. Just because he's had 1 bad injury season, he's gone down a rating. That makes no sense. I don't get why they've done that. If you know, be sure to comment why, but I'm not really sure. Finally, to wrap up this team, after we've had legends, after we've had Gareth Bale, after we've had centre forward Aaron Ramsey, after we've had all these good players, then we come to the striker, the only one, the high striker, let's say, in the Welsh team, and that's Sam Vokes. I don't know what to say. There's nothing much to say. Literally, he's gone up from a 69 to a 71 from last year. I just feel so rubbish. I feel like they should have such a better striker in there. I don't know what to say on him. His foothead page literally has just 2 comments. I'm going to flash them up. Those are the 2 comments. Just that is it. I think one of them says Sam Vokes. There's only 1 Sam Vokes, and then the other one's just Vokesy about 10 times. So yeah, that explains it all. 2 comments, and they both just say his name, and I don't know, I just feel kind of let down by this. So yeah, I'm going to go away and I'm going to cry. And if you can build a better team, make sure you tag me in it on Twitter. Here's my Twitter down below. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you check out my other episodes of anything else on the channel. Subscribe, and I hope you have a very, very nice day. See you in a bit.